Hello, my friends. Holy Week has now begun. It's Holy Monday, and we're on the path to the cross. This Thursday at 7 p.m., we welcome you to join us. When you get out of work or when you're done with the kids on school break, whatever they're doing for the activity that day, come and join us. At 7 p.m., come to the sanctuary and you'll hear the good news, and we'll listen to how Jesus teaches us how to love one another. And one of the most practical ways he teaches, as you know, he gets on his knees and he washes people's feet as a servant of all. And then he invites you and I to do the same, to be servants of all. That is how we're to love God, by loving our neighbor. And then we'll break bread together. We'll remember the feast, that feast right before his arrest, death, and resurrection. Then we'll proceed over to the parish hall. And if you're new to the parish, this is not an event to be missed. Parish hall is only lit by candles, an array of tables. Think Italian dinners on steroids, long, long tables. We sit, and there's an intentional teaching of the agape meal. And then we'll process back into the sanctuary. And the few things that remain here will be stripped down. The sanctuary will look naked, plain, and simple, as we anticipate that night where Jesus stayed awake in the garden and the disciples slept, as you and I will. And then on Good Friday at noon and again at 7 p.m., we'll remember the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. We'll lament, we'll cry, we'll miss him. We'll also remember, as our presiding bishop Rowe wrote us all today, to remember the ministry of the Episcopal Church, the Anglican Church, in the Holy Land, in particular the most recent bombing that destroyed a hospital and chapel and so many lives in Gaza. A ministry designed for all people, all of God's people, just trying to care for the suffering. We'll remember all those tragedies around the world and in our own lives. And I encourage us to put them on the cross so that we may too have new life. And then at 4 o'clock on Good Friday, we will gather outdoors and we'll do the Stations of the Cross. We have a big cross we carry around, and the young people like to carry it and help us older people. And the stations were partially colored in and given life by the young people last year. We laminated them so we could use them every year. So join me. And of course, Easter, Holy Saturday, we'll have the Easter egg hunt, thousands of eggs, it's crazy. And of course, there'll be games, and it's a brunch, so it will be a good feast and a good fellowship for all, especially those who are coming back from school vacation week. And then lastly, that evening, we'll have the great Easter Vigil. And the Great Easter Vigil is a remarkable service, and it includes baptisms. We've got 4 of them this year. But it starts with the candlelight. It starts with the processing into the sanctuary and recalling the Paschal light. That is the light of Christ that breaks through the darkness for the world. We do the baptisms, and before we do that, we actually have the youth teaching us in dramatic ways the core lessons of our history and of our traditions. And then, following the baptisms, the lights come on in full, and we just rejoice in the first Easter Eucharist. We'll go home, get some rest, get up in the morning, and then we'll join all on Easter Sunday morning. And here at St. Thomas, we run the same service at 9:11 with musicians and all the rest. What you may not know is we have an Easter cross, and what that is it'll be outdoors at the main church, and there'll be flowers on it. It's absolutely gorgeous when K-Up gets to work on that. And then we add our own. So grab some flowers from your own garden if they've blossomed already, and bring them in, and you'll have an opportunity to add those, and then take a family photo. We're all gonna be looking our finest on Sunday with the Easter clothes and Easter gatherings, and preparing to go have feasts at each other's homes. And so, just come and celebrate with us. If you're traveling this week, almost everything we're doing is streamed online, and we wish you a holy week, a blessed resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, and may you always know God's love for you. This is a good week to come be at church. It's a good week to invite a friend. And again, if you're online, just join us online. You're with us and we're with you. God bless you all. Take care.